Here we go. Check, 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 check. Everybody in there.
Yes,
Trevor.
sir.
Coco.
What's up, everybody?
No Look Passengers, episode 12.
I'm glad that you remember that because I be drawing blanks.
Well, only reason is I just opened the project file before and it just tells me.
Nice,
so
nice.
Just you know, I can see it every
Yeah.
time I open it. That's the only.
What's good,
That's the
everybody?
only reason. Chilling.
How we feeling today? Sunday evening, morning, afternoon?
Kind of
Midday, brunch time, noon. Literally.
Feels good to be here. I was telling him, and I think I told you, Sunday morning for me, waking up just kind of feels like game day.
Yeah, it's like
It's a good feeling because we ain't got nothing like else pressing. You know,
it's the only thing we have to do.
yeah.
Yep.
Tuesday pod is kind of like, you know,
It's
you
just
get
when
home.
we get everything else done and then we come together.
But it's nice. I like Sundays.
Yeah, Sundays are cool.
It feels good to
We
record.
need to
and
add Friday evening too, maybe.
every now, like every
Every
2
now and then.
weeks.
That's
Yeah.
why I need to get your stream propping because I want to you're going to have to bring the machine over here. We're going to have to.
Stream while we pod.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Also, I need to figure out a schedule for the stream so it doesn't interfere with any of
How
this
did that
stuff.
go the other night?
Man, it was
Of
fire.
which, we was in there for a minute.
It was so much fun. Yeah.
Tell 'em your,
Pastor just pulled
stream.
up.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout
yeah,
it
it's
out.
the Camper K.
Yeah.
So Cam Perk.
Nah,
The Cam Perk.
nah.
What game? What, like, okay, I know you were playing
League of Legends.
League of Legends, yeah.
What else do you plan on playing on stream?
So that's really hard, bro, because it's like
is
you
it
know,
just
I play,
that for a while?
I play different games all the time.
So
like,
do you want to be like you want to be the video game streamer or do you want to be like the
just whatever.
I think
like,
whatever. I think
the
I want to.
speed IRL?
Yeah, not really IRL, but more
Type
like
shit.
just chatting is what it would be considered.
Okay. Yeah. Like
Are you
just
ever gonna
pulling-
do the ones where like you'll be sitting in front of there and like me and him will be in the background doing shit, like
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
hanging out?
Absolutely. But I think all streamers start from like the video game guy.
Oh yeah, you got to.
because
It's like the best thing to do on stream to
Yeah.
start out. I feel like.
And people don't understand it. I like Trevor was like, I don't, people sit here and watch people play video games all day, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get that they do. I was telling him like that's kind of like why you'll see clips on TikTok that are like half screen, like what they want people to watch, and then like the half
the
screen,
rocket, the car doing crazy
like
flips,
GTA,
and,
yeah,
like
GTA
modded
car
out,
or
like-
Landon.
Subway Surfers.
because like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get stuck watching them like whatever's going
The
on
Subway
with the
Surfer.
game, and it's like I wasn't even really watching.
I
what
see
they
a lot
wanted
of
me to
like
watch.
the like car tracks where they're like you're in a car and it'll like
Oh, so
jump
that
over
one-
the
that
thing and you'll
one's
hit
called,
and then you'll spin and then you'll land in a thing.
I
and
know what that one's called. I just can't. Trackmania.
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
that one's called.
Yeah.
That they be going crazy
Yeah,
on there,
bro.
dude.
So-
They be having
I think the whole idea behind that is like children.
yeah.
Like children are gonna watch the whatever part, like the video game part, and
Just
then
maximizing views,
and then they're gonna put Joe Rogan above it.
Yeah.
Try to like you
just clip podcast clips. I see a lot of Theo Vaughn
Yeah.
ones where like people will call in
Yeah,
and he'll be talking to them, but there's this game just.
we need to
playing.
get that popping. We need to get some kind of
Yeah, we were
like an
talking
email
about
or
ideas.
a voicemail line or something.
I would just rather do it on like TikTok and really be spammy with it.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
We were talking about some ideas. I don't want to, give it away, but we definitely have some ideas for some stuff in the works.
But
yeah.
the stream,
Yeah.
it was fire. Me and Kellen hung out in there for like 5 hours, bro. And doing this, I was a lot more comfortable on the cam and just like hanging out. But it was cool. I put it on my Instagram just to see like what would happen.
I wonder if it feels anything like whenever I used to go live while I was making beats or.
Kinda, I
recording.
would say it's probably similar. But
It's like,
it
oh
was
shit,
cool
I got
'cause,
12
like,
people watching me do this shit.
Yeah.
somebody would pop in there and I knew they was off the Instagram story. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, what's good? And also there's this thing on Twitch where you can go and like see who's watching.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw motherfuckers in there that like wasn't in the chat, but I knew they was watching.
I mean, I could have been one of those because I just clicked on the link you sent me. I didn't know what I was looking at.
Yeah.
He didn't even have an account. He was in there probably.
I've gotta-
User 207082.
I do got to
Yeah.
work on it though. I got to get it all set up because like I was showing y'all, there's some kinks to it, but
Looked pretty good. I mean,
it was fun.
it looked all right from what I see.
Also, outside of the pod, like after I'm done with the day job, that's all I'm doing anyway.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, you
Might as
like
well
to
try to
play
build it up.
games. Why not
It's
try
the same
to
thing
make it?
I tell y'all about this. It's just about hours put in. Like, it's all about mastering the craft, man. It's
Yeah.
like
when you were outside, I told him I was looking at, other low level podcasts on YouTube, and by low level I just mean not popping.
Yeah,
kind of like ours. I said we're kind of lucky though, because we got videos that are getting 300, 600, and over time I know we'll see them creep to the thousands. Like, I found this other dude's podcast. Production quality is very similar to us. Probably better in one aspect, but worse in another. And he's been doing it for like 3 years and got like 1,000 episodes out, and each one of them like 30 views, 20 views. And I'm like, we're extremely lucky to be where we're at right now with the view count that we're getting.
I think we spoke on it though in like episode 0, where it was like we have a good jumping off point. We know what we're trying to do. We have a good idea, and like
I think
that's
it's
just
more
part
so
of
for
it.
me too. Like, I like seeing other things like that, because, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, we all like Joe Rogan, and then Joe Rogan comes up and he brought his people up.
Yeah.
You know, you have the Theo Vons, the Duncan Trussells, and they were all doing their own thing. But, he kind of puts them in a bigger limelight and, like, builds a team. And, they all moved to Texas, or they all moved to L.A. and, like...
I used to watch Theo Von on Joe Rogan and wonder, who is this guy? And then I finally saw enough of him, and he finally got popular enough to where I would see him on social media, and he's a comedian. Let me check him out. And then, he's mega famous now, but like before he was mega famous.
Oh yeah.
Like,
but my point in saying that is, like, I want to create the next wave of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to create the AMP,
I think the stream helps out a lot too, because like I was on there reacting to the episode that dropped Friday, because it came out at the same time.
Feed into each other.
Yeah, so like I was like watching it, me and Kellen were laughing and shit. Like, it was cool, it was fun.
On the way to your house, I told him, I said, if we could blow up, then his stream could blow up, and he's like, well, his stream could blow up, and then we could blow up.
It's vice versa.
There is no like
they all work
set
together.
formula.
That's why I got to find something else on the side.
Yeah, I think your wrestling stuff, like, you could really do something with it.
Yeah,
you just gotta find your lane.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of things you can do.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. It's figuring it out. But I mean, it's also time management. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, dude, I was live for 5 hours.
Yeah,
at the computer, getting up to piss and get a water. You know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe you don't have to find something like maybe this.
I mean, like, that's what it is right now.
Yeah,
so it's like,
I mean, it was your, dream, your idea, and of course, I mean, I wanted to come along because creatively, I was kind of in an empty, dry spell, and
that's fair.
Felt like, I feel like I could actually help make something pretty cool.
And I think that's what makes me feel good is like, you getting better at your thing.
Yeah.
Doing this, and then like opening getting Cam on here to open up. I was gonna say opening Cam up.
Yeah, all right.
Getting Cam on here and like, because I know he wanted to do the stream, but like, he'd be nervous on the camera, but like now he's chilling.
Yeah, no, he's got
now
a lot
he's cool.
better.
So it's like,
I
being able to do
too.
that, being able to give him that confidence is cool. Like that's a cool, rewarding thing. Being able to put pieces into.
I love how most
motion.
episodes we open up with us self-sucking. I love it because it's like we're just talking about.
But we're kind of letting. It's kind of cool because over time people see how.
Over time
feeling,
it'll be
how we're feeling
10
along
minutes
the whole
of Blue
process.
Chew ads, and no one's gonna listen to it.
I will say though, because we're all so into this space right now mentally, a lot of times we just want to get on here and talk about it because like this is what we're doing. Like we're really focusing in and dialing in on this.
I think the last thing that I'll say is I really like this because for whatever reason, putting this out, I don't feel as nervous about the reactions I'm going to get. I don't feel as nervous about what I'm doing as I did whenever I was putting out music videos.
We about to get an extra piece for the pod, bro.
That's fair.
Here's a little story. You know me. What I like to do in my spare time is just messing around.
His little.
My little side hobby, you know what I'm saying?
We'll
little habit.
So
we'll call it
I'm
that.
sitting here about to take a shower, bro. About taking the pre-shower dump, and I'm sitting here just messing around on my phone, bro. Check this out.
That's wild.
This shit crazy.
That's
boy.
wild.
Off of 40 Cent.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he won $12,000. I was about to geek,
nah.
bro.
But
that's cool.
So,
I mean,
we about to go cop a new interface today, probably whenever the transaction comes through.
Yeah.
But so that shit's gonna be lit.
You gonna buy it in Dogecoin?
Nah, it's all. Never mind. But that'll definitely help. That'll get the guest episodes going because the KG episode was cool, but watching it back could have been better.
I hate it. Like the
KG
way that
part
I
2 is
sound,
gonna be crazy.
The way I sound on that podcast is just awful. Like I sound
Where's
like
that
I'm.
mic, bro?
I sound like
you said it was messing up before we used it. So I mean, we should have tested it, but we didn't.
I
have
knew
time.
it worked because like I would be recording music, and I'd be like, it don't sound bad, but something is off.
Yeah, something ain't right.
Like I could just tell, and that's why I ended up buying this one because I was like, if I'm gonna get another microphone, why would I get the same one? Like upgrade
for sure.
Yeah.
This one sounds great. It's just not necessarily. I like the way y'all sounds better because I spend hours watching the footage. This one sounds good, but like there's a whole different type of body to the tone that you get out of like a broadcasting microphone compared to a condenser recording microphone. Like this is made for having more air.
Being in the studio.
I started to say I wouldn't go get on a track on this.
Really?
I might would, but you know, I would probably rather use that one.
I mean, if we all sounded like this one, that would be fine. It's just I can tell the difference. There's less body and less bass to my voice.
I think that's why most podcasts will use the same one across the board because like
even if consistency,
even if you know whichever one is the best one, if it's all the same, it'll end up being better.
Speaking of podcast equipment, bro, I gotta hit my homie Cole back. He hit me with an idea. I told him I'd help him out, and
I remember
to text him back.
He hit me up. He was like, "You got B-May's number?" And I was like, "Of course."
I gotta text him back. So if you see this, bro, I ain't forgot about you. I just been busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got 100 of them things in there. I'm bad for that. How many unread text messages do you have?
Oh my God, dude! Let me just pull out the old phone.
What you got?
Mine's not that bad.
Mine's actually not that bad right
Mine's
now.
Mine's not bad actually. I got 369. 17,000 emails.
Yo, I went through and deleted my emails.
I wish
and
I
tell
could,
you, bro. It was a journey because I had like 22,000.
How do you even get 22,000 emails?
Who opens their emails?
I
check my emails every day though.
But like, who opens them? Like, I'll look at them every day, but I just don't like open them and like.
I try to filter through what's important, and the other ones like I just don't. But I've got 7 unopened Snapchats, and if you Snapchatted me and I haven't opened it in 4 weeks, like I'm gonna be honest with you, if I don't talk to you a lot and you send me something, that gives me anxiety. I don't want to open it. Like I'm scared you're gonna send me something that somebody said about me somewhere, or just something that I don't want to see. Maybe a memory that we have together where I'm gonna look at it and cringe at myself. Like I just like, nah, I'm not even opening it. If you snap, like if you really want me to see something or you want to tell me something, just reach out to me on social media because I actually like to look through those. But Snapchat gives me anxiety, bro. I've done a lot of weird shit in my life. I don't want to necessarily remember some of the shit that I've done. Whenever, especially if I was friends with you a long time ago, it can't be good because I've grown a lot as a person.
It is funny looking back, bro. You can see your stages through your Snapchat stories.
The evolution.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate when I get old like Facebook memories of shit that I've said or Snapchat memories of things I put on my story. I don't, bro, because I'm like, man, I was a fucking idiot.
I gotta find a better way to segue into it. Never mind.
My like Facebook memories are so cringe, but they're so funny because like nobody has to see them except for you. First of all,
mine will be like me obviously talking about someone that I had a disagreement with or somebody that did something to me I didn't like.
See, mine are just like LMS for like and.
That wouldn't bother me. Like that's
Cameron was a like my status for a to be honest type.
Oh, bro, that because I was like, y'all were a little bit too old for it, but I was doing that shit in like the 6th grade. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So it was like cool. It was like, a little shawty would pull up in your DMs just from one little post.
I used to like my status for a to be honest my way into a lot of DMs.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It was
that's
really what it was.
Pretty much was an open shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope you weren't one of them motherfuckers that like 4 a.m. be like, "Who up?"
Nah, I was.
I was never who up.
I don't think. Maybe I don't.
You might have to cut that out. I kind of got a little loud.
I might have peaked a little
Nobody's up, bro. It's 4 a.m.
Yeah, go to bed.
I remember like seeing that type of stuff, like waking up for school.
What was
like,
what was cringe as hell was like whenever you would see those guys that like used to be cool, but they're like 25 now and they're posting that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
bro, go to bed.
I'm trying to see if I got any memories today.
Nah, mine are pretty dry. I don't.
Nah, I ain't
I
even
wasn't
trying to look
really-
at mine. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to look
don't-
at mine.
Don't have any
I wasn't
memories
really
for the
popping
day.
it.
I've
But a lot of
posted so
mine will
much
be
stupid
like,
shit.
Also, I know I'm getting old because like each update that these apps like get, I just forget how to use something.
Yeah.
And it just gets like I don't use it.
too much.
bro, I
man,
accidentally posted something crazy on my Snapchat story like 3 years ago.
Oh goodness.
Like, it was insane that it got posted on my Snapchat
Is it?
story. It was like 10 seconds.
Well, what-
Instantly got deleted. I'll tell you off cast what it
Oh,
was.
no,
But it was insane.
that's crazy.
Because I didn't know how to, like, I was trying to save it to the. I'll tell you about it later. I'll tell you about it later.
No.
But it was insane.
I remember one New Year's, I got really drunk in downtown Charlotte, and like blackout drunk at this open bar. You paid like $150 and you drink all you want
Yeah,
or whatever. Next morning, I wake up and don't even remember the night. All I remember was going to the wrong hotel by myself, almost falling asleep on their couch in the lobby, getting kicked out, and having to find my way back to my hotel, then finding my way back and not knowing which room I was in. Like, just, it was a disaster. I shared a pizza with a homeless man that night. Like, it was just bad. I just remember waking up and seeing my Snapchat story the next day. I danced with ugly girls, pretty girls, fat girls, skinny girls.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But it was so embarrassing, bro, because I'm just like, and I'm like trying to. I'm so drunk, like I'm not even singing the right words to the song. And
That's fire.
It would be funny if there was like.
I hate a lip syncing ass person
Singing,
who don't
man.
know the words, man.
I wasn't lip syncing though. I
know, but
I was singing the right words to the song at the wrong parts. But the thing is, bro, is like it's okay if I did it like 3 or 4 times. That's
Like
a little.
LeBron?
That's a little
Oh, yeah.
excessive, but I did it like 40.
Like LeBron
40
be the
different
worst for that. Like LeBron Snapchat stories are the worst. I love LeBron, but like man, if you don't know the words, man,
Have
you
you seen-
you ain't got to rap to
And
it.
he's
Have you
always
seen the
doing some
LeBron
shit like
video?
this.
When he loses the words, he just goes to the head shake.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the LeBron video where he's in the gym? It's like the most famous one of those. He's like,
Yeah,
at the rolling store with the rollie on.
Yeah,
I love that video, bro.
Yeah, I love that video too, but it also gets on my nerves.
Jag portfolio.
yeah, he's always.
He be killing it.
Man, LeBron's funny for that. But
Man,
the TikToks that do it, where they like trying to mouth the sound that they're wanting to make,
Oh
but it's
my
like half
God,
a second
dude.
behind. It's the worst, bro.
It's
Just
always some
just practice
girl-
it one time.
It's always some girl who's like pretty enough to get a bunch of views, but like there's nothing about you that's interesting other than the fact you have your whole cleavage out. You know what I mean? And like you don't know the words to the shit. Like you obviously heard it 2 minutes ago. You didn't even rehearse it. Like it's just bad.
Yeah, practice
They're
it
just
one
making
time.
content, man. They're just content creators, just like us, man.
Influencers.
Quit hating.
They're really just someone who wants to get.
I be seeing the craziest shit on TikTok, bro. Like I'll get some great wild stuff that's like
I get the most
4
random
likes.
shit.
Yeah, 4 likes and just a poor quality video
Of some
And I'm like,
crackhead.
why am I seeing this? But like my shit won't get on no algorithm, bro. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? Like
What's-
this dude is punching a cinder block in the middle of the woods right now, crushing a Mountain Dew, bro. Like what is going on? Like
You're not. That's the issue.
I guess.
You ain't punching the center block out in the woods.
I think the thing that bothers me about TikTok is now that like I started TikTok a while ago and it like about a certain thing, that's the only thing I can get views at.
Yeah.
So
Have you
like
ever
I
seen-
try to post like clips of us and clips that are actually like shit that if you heard Theo Von or someone like that say it would go mega viral. Stuff
Right.
that we're saying, like the funny stuff like about last episode, I post that up. It's like you can tell TikTok just kills it because like it'll go crazy for 10 minutes and then just die.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Have you guys seen the TikTok? It's like the TikTok algorithm challenge or something. So what people do is they make a fresh TikTok account, and then they get like a word, and it's like kind of a random word. It'll be like spaghetti, and then you get a fresh account and you scroll and like and watch certain things to see how fast you can get to the word. It's pretty cool. I always thought about doing it.
It's kind of crazy that
like you would like the food stuff,
because you're thinking about it, and like that's just how things work, and it's weird.
Now my TikTok's gonna all be spaghetti.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Also, all TikTok Live should not exist. I hate that shit.
It's always people that like used to be really viral but aren't that viral anymore.
Yeah. Mine, bro.
Like that dude that used to dance in like 2014. Like that's always the people.
The TikTok lives that I seen, bro, that I see on a regular basis are people doing like the most benign tasks. Like I saw one guy peeling an egg. Like he took the shell off of an egg that wasn't hard boiled, which sounds impossible. But he was like, he had tweezers and like scapulas, bro.
That's insane.
He had scalpels.
How many people was watching?
30,000. Like just something stupid.
It's crazy. Like, will we ever figure out? Like,
I don't even know if I want to though.
No. I'm just saying, will we ever figure out? Like, I feel like getting a lot of views on the internet is like this most weird, random
Let me tell you something.
thing.
If this blows up or falls off and I'm on the internet peeling an egg, y'all can take me out, brother. I'm gonna be straight up. I
don't think that'll happen.
Y'all can take me out, man. Y'all just be like, just shit on me.
The thing is I think that is quick, ingenuine, digestible content in a way, and I think that what we're doing is going to be like the slow grind, and it's something that never falls off.
The only difference is the guy peeling the egg. He takes those 30,000 viewers and puts them on his Twitter. So he's like, go follow my Twitter and I'll break this egg. Whatever. He'll get 1,000 followers from that. And then he takes the 1,000 followers from his Twitter and he puts it on Twitch and he starts live streaming. It's just like getting the 30,000 is the first step, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because like if any of us had
steps,
something that we were like blowing up at, the podcast would have been free. But like
facts.
That's the thing that like we're really grinding it out. We're really finding like figuring it out.
Whenever we go on break, I gotta show you an Instagram DM too, by the way.
Having people on is kind of a cheat code. I think that the name of our game will be how we can finesse like a bigger guest every time we have a guest. Like, look at what the KG episode did. KG's not famous. He's just kind of like locally loved. Like, he's a beloved figure in the community. So, like, obviously more people are going to watch it and check it out.
Yeah.
But he's good at finagling ways with like famous people. So if he's
a famous guy, bro. He knows a lot of famous people.
No. I mean, he's famous in his own way. So if like, you know, and I'm not even talking about mega fame. I'm talking about people who have like a niche of some sort. Like if he can figure that out, like we'll be, you know, I don't want to put that all on your shoulders, but like if that's the thing, you are kind of the guy to do that.
That's a big thing to it though, because like, let's say we get some like the famous person that we get for the week is somebody who does iPhone repairs or something like that.
Yeah.
All of the people that are on iPhone repair algorithm are going to see the podcast.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So that's what it's really
baseball,
about,
bro. Like I tell you, bro.
I could get some baseball players in here.
3 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's 3 out of 10 on the basis is not good. But if you bat 3 out of 10, if you're batting 300, you're a fucking all-star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like 3 out of 10, you feel me? Like that's all.
Hey man, if you're batting 2 out of 10, you're good enough to be there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just crazy to think about, but that's how it goes.
It really is, man. So I think our whole, you know, just being here, getting better at what we do, and hopefully figuring out, you know, a play every now and then.
Yeah.
That's really the goal. And like I said, I almost want to get off track sometimes in my mind. Like, bro, like you know, 1,000 views would be cool, but like that's still nothing.
I would rather have,
like I said,
I told you, bro. I would rather have the grassroots, organic, people who will buy a T-shirt, people who will, you know, actually support, than the fake numbers and
bro, we can buy
numbers.
YouTube plays.
Well, yeah, but we're not doing that.
You know, that's what I'm saying though. Like,
that would.
We're wanting to build it. We're wanting to build it from the bottom instead of
love it. I'm not embarrassed. For one thing, I'm not embarrassed of low view counts.
Bro. Because
but what I was saying is like, it goes back into what I don't want to cut you guys off, but I had like a point I was getting to. I was getting off track and a little discouraged, even with my own stuff. And I'm also looking at it like, I just saw a motherfucker who's been doing this shit for 3 years and still gets 20 views.
Yeah.
His video's been out for a month and got 20 views. We're actually blessed.
Yeah, we're good, bro. We're chilling.
Yeah.
It really ain't even no need to stress on it. I'm not.
You know how I am,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
I get like, it depends on where my life is at the point. Like the whole week, I've felt like, you know, going out into the real world and doing my job and being around just normal people, I get really discouraged because it makes me want this or what else I'm doing to work more. Because, like, I don't know, man. Going out into the world and where I'm at in life right now, I love doing this. But, like, when I go to work and stuff, I almost feel like I've been playing a Grand Theft Auto video game for too long. Like, I've seen every point of the map. I'm sick of it. Like, all the people are the same.
You need a new side quest.
I need something new. It's like these people, man. Like, I get to the point where I just don't like most people. And it's because I feel like I'm in a whole different world.
Nah, but I feel like you have to be that. Like, you have to, like I said, the world doesn't revolve around us, but
no,
our world does revolve around us. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's also a lot of pros when you try to like gamify something that you're doing. Think about it like GTA. Like with this, we're still on the first mission.
Yeah.
And like thinking about trying to figure out how to do the next mission, it will help. It will help us. Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's like I see people I went to school with or people I used to be friends with, and like they're not even the same person, which we know that they're not going to be. I'm not the same person, but like seeing how some of them have changed negatively and turned into like assholes, or, you know, people who think that they're better than me or better than people like us that are trying to do something else. It's just weird, man. Like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to do a video for you. I don't want to make a beat for you. I don't want to see your kids. I don't want to see your wife. I do not care at all.
My thing is too is like
it's just,
how come people
I'm
always
it.
pop up like when you're doing something? Like, man, where was you at when I wasn't doing?
I know, man.
You know,
it's like,
like
you start doing something and then the distractions come. Don't, like, you all can eat a bag of dicks. Like, it's like I'm so zoned in on this, like, as respectful as I can say it, you out of my way.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Real quick, I want to say too before we go on break, we're going to end up looking back at these eps that we're recording now once we do have however many subs, however many views, and it's going to feel good at the time, but then we're going to look back on this and be like, why were we thinking that? And True. I think one of the biggest like times that happened in my life was like going into an old job, and you know where I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
But like going into my old job and not working there and being like, I was there at one point, but now I'm here. And I think it's going to feel the same way with the pod. Like we're going to look back at it and be like, why was I feeling that way to begin with?
Yeah. I didn't mean to go off on a rant there.
No,
but
you're good.
It's okay.
This whole week has felt like a week where I've gotten with people, you know, just regular people to do things just however it happened. And I feel like there's no respect for me.
Yeah,
it's like people ended up.
Time isn't valued. I think I'm realizing more and more, especially as we start doing this shit, is like the most valuable thing we have right now is time. You know what I'm saying? And the most unguaranteeable, that's not a word.
Close enough.
The thing that's not guaranteed
there you go.
in life is time.
Yeah.
So time is the most valuable thing that we have. So like, no, I really don't have the time to come.
Like I said, I don't want to shoot a video for you. I don't want to do your shit. I don't
sounds,
care about your business.
It sounds messed up, and it's like kind of selfish or
Nah, I don't. It's time to invest in ourselves. It's time to be
I've spent so much time not investing in myself.
I get sick of it.
Not putting the time and effort and energy into what I want to do.
It's the same thing KG was saying. He was like, I'm going to be here for y'all, but then the day that I'm not here for y'all, don't ask where I'm at.
Yeah.
It's really what it is. Like, now it's our turn to do this for us.
My whole thing is like, I'm dope enough to do shit for your business, but I'm not dope enough to do my own bit. Like, y'all don't think I'm dope enough to have my own business.
Yeah, it's like you think I'm good enough to help you, but you won't support what I'm doing because
fuck you. Like,
it's weird, bro. It's just a weird thing.
Let me say this.
That you notice, but you can't spend too much time harping on that.
No, you can't, because like it'll put you in a bad. Like, I started thinking about it too much, and it put me in a bad mood.
And that's not really happened to me that much. But,
yeah,
let
me just put it to you this way. So, theoretically, you see an old friend that you used to be close with, and they're not even the same person anymore. That's why I said, okay, you are doing better than me with your business and what you're doing right now, but I'm over here living my own life, minding my own business, happy with what I have. I'm happy with this house. I'm happy with my cars. I'm happy with my job. I'm doing good. I'm blessed in today's times, right? So, but I see you and you're doing better, and you know, whenever I talk to you, make it obvious, right? Like you're
it's so weird to me,
but
man. Like,
let me finish. So you're doing better than me right now, but if you go broke at 50 and I finally make it at 50, were you ever fucking better than me?
That's the thing.
Were you better than me?
It's always 20/20 though, so
But it's also, you got to look at it as like, I'm not gonna act like that if
you're better than somebody. Yeah.
If and
I'm
when
also
this,
not gonna.
this takes
I'm
off.
also not gonna sit there and be like, man, I hate that you're really doing good for yourself and you're doing what you want to do. Like, that's so weird to me, bro. You know
I think
what
that's
I'm
just
saying?
a weird person. I think
Yeah,
that's just
I
a
think
weird
it's just
person thing.
weirdos.
It's kind of sad though, because like used to be really close with this person, and it's like whenever you look them in the eyes, not even the same person
Fuck
there
'em.
no more.
Now that's just a I think that's just a different life situation, like losing a friend almost.
Kinda. I think it's just that they really like started doing something in their life, and
Was it that, or was they always that person from the beginning? You just
probably,
didn't see
but they
that's
finally
another
made
thing,
it to
too.
the point where they feel comfortable letting it out. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm not the type of person to act like I'm better than anybody, because I just don't like the way that it feels when people do it to me, so I don't do it to anybody. Like, you can shit on someone for having less than you, but my whole thing is I like to. It happens all the time, bro. I'll be at a gas station in the M3. Some kid will pull up in a Honda Civic. Yo, this is my dream car. And what do? I say, dude, it was mine too. It took me like 6 years to get this. Like, you can do it too. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, you'll get it. I
Work
always
hard.
tell kids, like, I'll be getting some through the drive-through. Kid working at McDonald's will do the same thing. Like, you'll get it one day. People ask me, what'd you do? I worked. Like, you'll
just
get
work
there.
hard, bro. Don't. It's weird. It's just
weird.
a weird thing, man. Like,
don't ever let anybody tell you.
but I'm also, like, I encourage people that are actually out here doing shit, bro. Like,
If you're doing
shout out to
anything.
Party Mike, bro. Shout out to them. Shout out Daytona Beats. Shout out Eddie's Pizza. Shout out, Trevor on the YouTube shit. Shout out Cameron on the stream. Shout out my buddy Cole who hit me about a dream, bro. Like, I promise I'm a,
But here's the
I'm not
thing.
gonna give you all my time, but I'm gonna help you. Like,
Here's the thing, bro.
If you're genuine,
Rapping-
I don't mind giving you time.
Like, wrapping
Yeah.
it into what Trevor was saying, the people who are actually out here trying to do some things that are similar, they're not weird like that.
Yeah,
No,
shout out
no.
to Bill, Isaiah. Shout out to him, bro. Shout out everybody that try to do something like creative and like.
None of them are haters, though.
No,
That's the weird
no,
thing.
no,
When
no.
you really look at it like
It's
that,
the people who don't have no reason to be a
Yeah.
fucking hater. Dude.
That's my
yeah,
point.
that's
That's
the
my
thing.
point.
It's
That's my
not
point.
people who understand what we're doing. So it's like
don't. It's just like
And
you
that's
got
why-
no reason to hate.
It's-
Like,
that's why I say fuck them, because they don't know.
it's real. Like it's a real
It's
real
how you
thing.
feel. It's how
a
you
real
feel.
thing we go through, bro. And it's like I believe in that shit, but because
And
that's
it's
a
like,
fact.
it shouldn't
And like
even
I
be
hate
like that.
I don't know. Like I don't want this episode to. We'll get into some topics here in a second. I don't want this episode
I don't
to
want
be
people
all
to think
about
I'm
like.
mad, because I'm really not. Like,
It's
it
just funny, It's just the discussions that we have. Is
I
like
just feel disrespected, and I just wanted to rant about it for a second.
because
I'm
it's
over
like,
it.
man, you work so hard on something, and like you care about it, and you put all your care and your time and your effort and your energy into it, and it's like for someone who does the same thing,
Yeah.
whether it's whatever business you do,
No,
whether it's
he's grinding.
you know what I'm saying, whether it's mowing grass or roofing houses or putting TVs on the wall,
Yeah.
like whatever your thing is, and like that's what you do. I done lost myself on a point. Like whatever the thing is that you love to do, like
just you gotta just do it. And
it's just so weird for me to like to have that same passion for something and then shit on someone else doing the exact same thing in a nutshell.
I was about to say,
saying?
I was about to
Like,
say it's all emotion based, but depending on the person you are inside is how you convey those emotions.
Yeah.
Because like to him, he's very emotional about his business, right?
I mean, I guess
And I say emotional, I mean like he's very.
I think that his whole shit just like he got lucky and it just happened for him. Like he didn't have
either
to try
way,
that
see,
hard.
that's
either way,
haterade.
he cares
You
about it.
can't
He
think
wants
like
to do
that,
it.
even though it's true.
Yeah.
Even though it's true.
And like it's so passion driven because you're passionate about what you do, and you don't see eye to eye with him because he thinks what he's doing is better and yours lower. But it's both passion.
Let me tell you where my passion lies whenever it comes to creating. Like I said, I'm dope enough to him to make his business a video, but I'm not dope enough for him to watch my shit, right? Yeah. So my whole thing, my passion lies in making cool shit. If you offered me $1 million to make something that I just would not want my name on, I didn't like it, I would rather not do it. I don't give a damn about making a video for your business. I don't want to. I only want to make dope shit. I only want to make shit that I love. And the only reason that I did it in the first place was because I used to be really, like, we used to be actual friends.
Same thing that I've told y'all before. It's like I'm not bringing just anybody on the podcast. I'm not supporting just any business, like what we just talked about on the porch, bro. Like, we protect the brand, like this is what we care about. So like, I'm not bringing in something that's not pure, not with good intentions, not on the same wavelength as us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I just
got to feel right.
We don't have room for that type of shit, and no one should.
No.
And I think that's the beauty of life too. Is okay. At any point in time, whenever we're sick of the day job and we're sick of going to the day job, you can pick the dream up. You can pick the dream up. If the dream was to start a podcast, you could pick it up anytime. What did we do? We sat down a month ago and was like, let's do it. And we did it. Yeah. Like, it's really that easy, but there's so much other shit that leads up to that point that might stress you out. You know what I'm saying?
And there's so much other shit like after you do it. It's like, okay, after you do it, and this is with any business, where do I go from here? How do I make this better? How do I capitalize like on actually moving forward rather than backward? Like, how do I go up instead of down? It's like there's so many things that go into it, and it seems stressful. And then you like where my head was whenever this happened is just like, I want to make it at this. So like, if I'm doing this and I'm not famous yet or making millions of dollars, then you think you're better than me because what I'm doing ain't working yet. But if I made it, then you would probably say I used to be friends with him.
Yeah,
it's just weird, man. I don't get it, and it's not for me to get. And I get a little heated because I felt disrespected. That's all.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's business, and you did bad, or the other person did bad business.
I wish that instead of waking up at 6 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday morning
but you got to pride yourself on that. You know what I'm saying? That, like,
I did.
You didn't do the bad business. You provided what you said you was gonna provide. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because like at one point I did want to be a videographer that did this type of work for a living, but I got finessed so much by so many people for whatever reason. Videographers and photographers, they got it hard. Like, people don't value your
creative work independently.
They want what you do, but they don't want to give you compensation for it.
You create your own value.
Yeah, you know what the same vibe is?
What?
Being the truck friend. Being the friend with a truck.
Yeah.
It's everyone want to use your truck.
Yeah.
Everyone got some shit to move with the truck.
He said that in the episode with me.
Someone hit me up this morning, bro.
Everyone.
Bright and early. 6:30. And was like, hey, bro, you work today? I need a favor. Mm-hmm. Off rip, lied to him. Was like, yeah, I got some shit going on. I'm about to go do this, and this. Because my first thought was, okay, it's Sunday. They're off work. They know I'm off work. They need something hauled off. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the same vibe because like
Hit me right back and was like, oh, I was just going to see if this. No, it's completely unrelated.
Yeah.
And then I felt bad.
But okay,
And
it's
then
the
I had
same
to
thing
keep
with
the lie going,
videographers though, because like
You want the work.
everyone needs a video made. No one has a camera.
Nobody knows how to do the shit.
But nobody want to throw you some gas money when you do it.
Yeah. It's
Nobody
like,
wants to pay for it.
It's the same exact shit.
I used to have people try to finesse me for music videos. It's like why I quit doing it. And like, no disrespect to some people who've hit me up on genuine shit, and I didn't do it for you, bro. I really just.
But this is why.
This is why, because I don't know. Like, after the commercial, I had multiple people hit me up. It's like, can you make me a music video?
we got to build something to where like, you pay a $500 invoice and then we'll listen to what you want to do.
That's the thing, bro.
You know what I'm
is
saying?
if I shoot you a video for $1,000 and I get the $500 up front, that's better than getting nothing. But at the same time, you're still gonna get disrespected because you ain't never getting the back end. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but if you get them to pay $500 for a $200,
hold on. I do want to interrupt there though. Because like,
take the Nikon.
hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on Instagram because we are looking for ideas. We are looking for people to work with. Like this was a personal thing.
If you're about it, like,
I don't want to work for compensation for anybody. I want to work together with somebody who also has something dope that we can actually capitalize off of.
I don't want us to look like the guys where we're like, yeah, we're not fucking working with people. Like we're doing this. No, we want to work with people. Like we want to
work with people,
but we're not working with.
We're not working with everybody.
I don't want to shoot.
We're losers. Like just weirdos.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that any of the people who've hit me up are weirdos or losers. It's just what you're doing. We're not on the same wavelength right now. Yeah. Maybe in the future. I've worked hard to make my videos look like they look, and it took a long time because and they used to suck sometimes, but I'm just not there right now. Like your work has to be equal to mine. You don't need a video from me on a song that sounds like it came from, like you need to work too. Like in a respectful way, you need to get your music or whatever to a point.
It's all about protecting the brand. You can't put your name on something if you don't believe in it at the end of the day.
And if you do for money, I feel like it'll never
you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I feel like you'll get to the point where maybe you can have like a nice little side hustle to buy shoes and shit. But like in order to make millions of dollars off of it, I feel like you only need to touch what genuinely feels right with you and what feels like will bring out the best creativity that you're capable of.
I agree.
Like I've shot videos for music. I've shot videos for music that I like, and I've shot videos for music I don't like. Let me tell you the joy I get for editing and creating a music video for something I do like. It feels awesome. I can't wait to open the computer. I can't wait to start editing. Music I don't like, I can't even make a good video for it because I'm just throwing shit on there like, yeah, this looks cool. I'm so focused on something else right now. I'm so focused on like,
and that's okay, bro. Like that's the thing. Like
it's time to listen to where the universe wants me to go, not where I want to go for money or, I'm letting the world kind of decide for me, and I'm just like strapped into this seat, and wherever it takes me is just wherever it takes me. I don't know if it'll be, big or okay or what, but I'm just doing it.
That's all you can do, man.
The universe, I felt like the universe was telling me to do a podcast.
So we did a podcast.
Not even a podcast. I felt like the universe was telling me it's time to be creative again, but with something else. And then 2 days later, he comes to me. I want to make I'm making a podcast. He didn't tell me he wanted to, like he needed me. He told me I'm making a podcast. And I was like, if you need help with that, let me know.
I was like, well, you know what, buddy?
Actually, I do.
You know what? Actually, I do.
Yeah. But and it also has something to do with the people that I'm surrounding myself with.
That's a big thing too, man. You are what you become. Like if you surround yourself around people who are unsupportive and aren't doing anything and have no drive and don't want to succeed and don't have a bigger dream, like you become that. Like you are what you surround yourself with. Like
it's like whenever you want to do something and you're surrounded by people that don't believe in you, it's like this constant friction.
You feel weird, bro.
It's this constant friction in your life, and it hinders you from being able to do good. That's why, my family, they get upset because I don't go and do the family things anymore because I'm busy with this. It's like, it's not that I don't love you guys. It's just that I feel this constant friction. I feel like you two are the only ones that believe in me. And that's all. I don't need 20. I don't need 100 people to believe in me. I need a couple good people that believe in me. And I know one thing for sure. He and a couple of other. I'm not singling him out to be this. And I definitely get that vibe from you that you would support me no matter what it is, as long as you and I are good. He has been one of the only people to support everything that I've done. He's been one of the only people that's ever been genuine to me. After all
bring a tear to him.
After all the shit that I've done, after all the times that I've disappeared from him because I wanted to do something that I felt like was on a whole different, just in a different universe, he's always been there for me.
I mean,
you need people like that. Like I said,
I think you have to be like that in order to expect people like that. Like that's why I be getting mad at, not mad, but that's why I'm like, hey, we don't need to be sleeping till 10:30 when we off work. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mean it mean. I don't mean to look at you, Cam, but it's just like, that's why I hold y'all to a standard, because like I do fucking believe in y'all, bro. And it's like that's another thing that grinds my fucking gears too, especially coming from where we come from, like how much talent and like talented people and people who could be a lot of things, bro, and they just waste it, or they get
wasted away from other people.
It's
exhausting.
They let their friends control like what they do, or they make a couple bad decisions based on the people who are around, and like they lose it.
Yeah,
and it's like I've seen it happen too many times locally, even celebrity wise, people who make it and then just fuck up.
Yeah,
like.
They worked hard to get there, obviously.
Yeah,
and then they destroy it. And
well, I hate seeing wasted potential. Like,
yeah,
I
really hate seeing.
I care about y'all, and it's like I don't want y'all to waste any time, because I've had people I care about not be here the next day. And that could happen at any point in time. So there's you can't waste a second. You can't waste a minute. We can't do work for you if it's not beneficial to a bigger thing, because it's not helping us, bro. And
I don't even.
And that's just how it has to be.
It's how it has to be. I don't want it to seem disrespectful. It's not that I think less of what you're doing. I hope that you make it, but like, it's time for my attention to go into something that I want. I'm so sick and tired of putting.
And if it's genuine, that's the thing too. If it's genuine, like we're good at what the fuck we do.
Yeah.
Like if it's genuine and you do come to us and like, hey, we got something, just like
I said,
just
if
like
I feel it,
just like we talked about on the porch, bro. Like if it is something, we could do it for you. We could make it happen for you.
Feel like right. It has to feel like that's the direction I need to be going. It has to feel like that is calling me. I need to do that for some reason.
I think another thing is the person proving that they're actually doing it. Yeah. Because like I think what you guys are talking about is a lot of people in the DMs on the Instagram or whatever, and they're like, hey, I want to do this. Like I got this big idea, but they're not doing shit to actually show us or themselves that they're actually doing it.
Yeah. What kind of mentality is it to look at someone who can do something because they decided that they wanted to do it and they fucking did it themselves and they learned? And your mentality, not you, but like those people's mentality is, I need that person.
Nah, but
that's the person that I need to look. The reason why I can do it is because whenever I decided I wanted to do it, I just tried to do it so many fucking times that I got good at it.
Well, there's a difference in like it's how you do it, because I disagree, because I don't disagree, but it's like, I wish I could have asked someone just for a little bit of advice, like, hey, what, how do I make an aggregated device with 2 different interfaces to run 3 different mics? And you know what I'm saying? A simple question would have been really nice to know before we started this. And
there's a difference though,
and that's what I'm getting to. It's all about the approach, man. If it comes to, hey, can you help me do this, and this? Nah, probably not. But if it's like, hey, I've been doing this, and this, and I see you can do this, what do I need to do to get there?
Well,
I like that.
I hate to use this example over and over.
I think that is a lot different than, hey, I have this idea. Can you help me out?
Can you help me create? Can you help me make my own thing? Like, no.
Well, like,
because I can't. I'm trying to make my own shit.
Look at how we approach KG though.
True.
Hey, we're already doing this. This is what we're doing.
Facts.
Can you help us in this area? Nobody's coming into our DMs being like, how do you make an aggregated device?
Nah, he's making an example.
I was just saying, using an example.
Also, like, same. Nobody's coming into our DMs saying like, hey, I fuck with what you're doing. Can you help me figure out how to do this one little thing with what I'm doing?
No,
it's always, hey, I need a music video, bro.
Hey,
yeah.
I think you would be good to create this idea for me.
Yeah, like that's.
I want to sit down on a podcast. Well, fucking go make one, bro.
I was yelling at somebody in the Twitch chat the other day because they were like, you were saying this, and this on a podcast. I was like, bro, go do it better.
Yeah,
like not even on some hater shit, but go do it.
Go do it, and then pop, and then come sit down with us. I'll interview.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you.
Thank you.
I don't have time to help someone get started.
But I do have the time to build a super team, and if you're really out there working, and putting the work in, then
I've got to see the work. I don't want to train someone from the beginning. I want to help somebody make what they're trying to do better if it already seems like it's in a good place.
You don't have time to get somebody started or help get somebody started because we're getting started.
If I can show you something to help advance your thing, and okay, we work together here, that's fine.
Cool.
But I honestly, the only thing I'm going off of in my life right now is if I feel some sort of genuine vibration from other people. I don't feel that a lot with people, and I know when I feel it, And it just, we will see where everything goes, but I guess my whole thing with this whole time that we've talked is I'm on this right now. And if you feel disrespected that I don't want to help you, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't think you're good or
I think that's the ultimate goal. Sorry for ignoring y'all. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My bad.
I've gotta make it finally. I've done a lot of things, and now it's time to put everything into one thing instead of a lot of shit into other different stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll actually talk. we'll get into a topic. I love it too. I like the conversation. People need to, know, like, hey, you really can do whatever you want to do, bro, and I'm speaking from someone, who really ain't even did, this ain't really huge yet, but
it's going to be, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I just have the feeling it's going to be.
You can make it, bro. Like, if you want to try to do something, you try to do it.
But don't fucking hit us.
Yeah. First big day of college football yesterday.
I did watch. I watched Carolina, South Carolina.
That was a pretty good game. But shout out to Deion Sanders, primetime in Colorado. Like, just a great story, a great sports story.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's he doing out there?
So he was coaching at Jackson State, built a good, HBCU, built a good program. Colorado went 2-11 last year. Offered him a job, accepted the job. Brought a lot of players from Jacksonville State. Got in the transfer portal. Got a bunch of different guys. Rebuilt the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
Rebuilt the whole team. And people were dogging them out. The Skip Baylesses. Maybe not Skip Bayless. I don't know. That's just the only first one to come to my head.
Sure.
But a lot of people were like hating on them and like not wanting them to succeed. Well, they open up first game of the season. Like I said, 2-11 last year. They're playing number 14 ranked TCU. Played in the national championship last year against Georgia.
What TCU frogs?
Yeah, the Horned Frogs.
Horned Frogs.
What's crazy to me is that's Texas Christian University, right?
Good at football.
They're good at baseball.
Yeah.
They're big time.
Good at sports.
Yeah.
Anyway, opening the game. 21-point dogs, Colorado. So that means on the betting sheets, they're giving Colorado 21 points. They're saying TCU is going to beat them by at least 21 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Plus 500 on the odds for Colorado.
Okay.
And I mean, it just felt like he was watching something special. Like, watching sports, like, it's kind of special, bro. Like, his son, number 1 high school recruit out of high school 2 years ago, went to Jacksonville State, didn't go to Alabama, didn't go to Ohio State, chose to go play for his dad, came with his dad.
He's going to make it
in
regardless.
Bro, this kid is crazy.
Yeah, I heard that.
I mean, 521 yards. I mean, putting passes on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bro, give that man a Heisman now.
Damn.
Like,
That's
it was a cool story. It was
Yeah.
just a cool story to watch, and like Deion Sanders just gets me fired up. Like watching all like him in the locker room, just getting them fired up. He brought like all these dudes to like all former NFL guys that he knew, like had them hyped up in the locker room. Like it was just, and then afterwards he was like, "Hey, yeah, we won." You know what I'm saying? We kept all the receipts. And like it was just cool. It was just it was cool to watch.
They won.
Yeah, they won. It was
That's
a good
fire.
game, and wow, it was just crazy. Like, shout out to that. That was one of the best like times I had watching football. Just like the whole thing around it. I was like, man, this is cool.
Didn't
It's fire.
Texas State
Texas
Upset
State
somebody.
upset Baylor.
Baylor? That's
They beat
right.
Baylor, yeah.
That's crazy.
Um,
First day, the opening day of college football, there's just like this whole like aura in the air for me. I don't know.
Oh,
why.
yeah, I was
love
at the day
college
job.
sports.
Football season starts, bro.
I was at the day job, and I had it going. At 12
Oh
o'clock.
yeah.
It start to finish. I watched it all day.
Yeah.
It was cool. But yeah, that's really the only thing I had.
It was my uncle's birthday yesterday. He turned 60.
Shout out to Unc.
So happy birthday, Uncle Chip. But they're big Carolina fans, and it was his birthday, so they like cooked steaks. We drank a few beers, ate good steak, watched Carolina beat South Carolina. It was a good day yesterday.
Yep.
What'd you do? Come.
Not my name. I just hung out, bro.
Heck yeah.
I had-
Post stream lag.
I had work. Yeah. So I streamed on Friday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Friday evening, and then day job Saturday morning. Hellacious day at work.
Hellacious, he said.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to stream back-to-back nights, but I plan on going on it tonight. So
I mean,
Okay.
if you like playing games, then you might as well stream it.
might as well.
And we already
Might
talked
as
about
well.
that a little bit, so I don't want to.
Well, like
Yeah, we ain't got to double back down, but
again, just real quick, I just want to say like
we're just starting the pod now, an hour in.
my main issue with streaming in the past was being on camera. It's like doing this, being
No.
on camera
Yeah,
already.
beat that.
Yeah.
Fear's gone.
Yep. It is weird. It's kind of strange at first.
It is. And like you said it earlier, is like a lot of times people struggle when they're first getting into something, but what they don't realize is like right after you get into something is when there could be another struggle. And you guys saw me go through the second one, not really the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was harder after we were already putting shit out to where I was like, I want this to be better and better and better.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like,
the biggest thing is getting started, and
Yeah.
just do it however you can. The greatness can come later, but
Yeah,
the
even-
greatness doesn't come without starting.
even with like the stream, like it wasn't to where I wanted it to be.
But it will be.
But I just, I said it on the last cast.
Step one,
Done.
cross it off the list.
Yeah,
Check.
step one's done. But I
Check.
said it on the last cast. My first stream's going to be the first day of the month. I'm not going to lie. The first day of the month rolled around really quick because it was 2 days after.
Hey,
But you
how it
stuck
is.
to what you said.
Yeah, I did it.
every time felt
Yeah.
good, didn't it?
Felt great.
Not to double back on football, but NFL does start this week.
Does it really?
Yeah, Lions Chiefs Thursday. We going Lions all
Lions
day,
getting
baby.
fucking
Nah,
whooped.
this is the Lions year. I'm telling you right now. I watched the Lions lose every single game. Okay, every single game. We got it. We're gonna
I want to let the
We're-
audience know.
listen. That division is the Lions.
I wanna let the
Vikings
audience
ain't
know.
beating us. The Packers ain't beating us, and the Bears ain't beating us. It's
I've
the
heard-
Lions to lose.
I've
man.
heard this motherfucker say this is the Lions' year at least 8 times.
I'm just saying, but this is the
That's
one.
dedication.
This is what you
man.
say every
This is
time
the
is
one.
this is the one.
This is the one. I'm telling you.
Dedication.
This is the one.
That's
I think
he's a true
I think they're
fan.
going to be second place in the division.
No,
I'll give you
we're
that.
winning the division. Who's gonna beat him?
The Vikings.
Okay. Kirk Cousins gonna stay healthy 18 games?
Nope, but they're still gonna win the
Nah,
division.
Come on, man. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I don't know
I mean,
enough to
I'm ready
really
for
speak
that
on it.
too. Baseball playoffs about to start.
Man, shout out to Ronald Acuna Jr. making history.
30 home runs, 60 stolen bases.
Congratulations
Crazy.
on getting married and hitting a home run every single game in the Dodgers series so far.
He's a dog.
Now I like Mookie Betts, but that argument, Mookie Betts over Ronald Acuna for MVP, I think this series just goes. I think it puts the proof in the pudding who deserves.
Oh
the
man, we
MVP.
didn't even talk about our boy Shohei yet.
Oh,
Oh,
my
bro.
God, dude.
Tearing the UCL the day after we said he was the greatest baseball player
Dude,
on the planet.
Did you see where his projected
I mean, he
contract
is.
went from like 700 mil to like 300?
Yeah.
He's
Same
a-
amount of years.
That's crazy to think about. You're like, oh, well, that's still a ton of money, but like think
Most
about it.
expensive injury
He
ever.
lost more money than what his
Then-
contracts were.
Yeah.
If
so-
you base it off that, I think he'll still get a lot of that.
I think
if the
he'll-
projected was 120, what was it?
The first projected was like 600 mil.
Yeah, 600
Okay.
mils, 12 years, right?
Yeah.
I think he'll get every bit of 400,000 and because what did Judge get paid? He got paid 500, right?
Yeah.
It was something crazy like that. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think.
But that's the last biggest contract, so it has to be that. Like that's the thing. It has to base
but
that.
Judge didn't have to have Judge didn't have the Tommy John
Okay, he's still the best hitter on
for now, but after the surgery,
31 other baseball teams.
that's what they're thinking. After the surgery,
He's had
Here's
two.
a debate. Here's a debate for you.
Shohei has.
This is his third.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He
Yeah.
had one whenever he was still in Japan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then he had one, but his first year with the Angels, they didn't let him pitch. He was only hitting.
Got you.
Is Shohei Ohtani more valuable as a hitter or a pitcher?
I think if you take, you know what I would do with him?
Depends on the team. I think.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
let him hit,
I would
and
definitely
then I
let
would
him
take him out of the starting role. And if he can still throw high 90s,
be a middle relief.
no, that boy's closing for me.
After he hit all game,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he's a
guess.
dog like that. He
he's a
can do
dog
that.
like that.
I know
yeah.
he can do it, but like,
'Cause
Imagine
all game you're fatigued. You faced, the starting pitcher in the bullpen, and then now you get Shohei.
I get that argument, and that's a good point. But
I don't know.
Imagine-
Rule wise, I don't know if you can play though. I don't know if you can DH and then go to the bullpen.
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I feel like you can though, because that's the same thing as pitching a position pitcher.
Yeah. Let me put it to you this way, the way that I think. You have someone who's good enough to be a pretty dominant starting pitcher. Imagine if your starting pitcher gives you 5 to 6 good innings with low to no runs scored, and then he comes in, basically a whole nother starter. And he only has to pitch 2-3 innings till
You
the
don't
closer
push
comes in.
him. You don't. I guess. Yeah.
I mean, that's nasty.
Either way,
But if he's more valuable as a hitter, I think that you obviously no team wants to do this with him, but I think you just take him off the mound, period. I think he's a good enough outfielder.
yeah, I think he could play in
And-
the field and still play for.
He's that good of a hitter, man.
Not
It
to.
sucks though because his whole legacy's been based around. It's crazy he's good enough as both where you even have to debate it.
Yeah,
But like
Yeah.
his whole legacy has been based around the fact that he does both.
That's a fact.
He does both better than anybody. Like,
That's a fact.
He's that good.
Not to get off sports and change the topic all the way, but R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett, man.
That's crazy.
Man.
I looked up at the wall at my family's house yesterday, and like there's a clock there that's like Margaritaville themed.
What a
Like,
cool guy, man.
He was a cool. He was just him.
He had the
Debatably
vibes,
one
man.
of the coolest guys.
Yeah, debatably
Ever.
one of the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Jimmy Buffett, man.
He was
R.I.P.
he was him.
Yeah, true definition of being
He was
himself.
famous because he was him.
And he also
I
was
didn't
so
realize
smart.
that until like, not to cut you off and hold that thought, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't realize how much like growing up, like my mom played Jimmy Buffett like all the time. Like it was just
You didn't
there, and I
realize
didn't
his
even realize
impact.
it. And I was like, man, that's crazy.
The business side of it, like y'all don't even realize. So he does like all the Margaritavilles, right?
Mhm.
But then he also had Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yep.
And then he also owns like the Martha Dean restaurant or whatever her name is.
Paula Deen?
Paula Deen restaurants. He's got his hand in that.
I didn't know that.
Like most of the
great businessman.
Most of the like celebrity business ideas are based on Jimmy Buffett doing that.
I mean, he was one of the early ones. It's got to be, right?
Do you remember the Cheeseburger in Paradise in Asheville?
Oh yeah.
Used to slap.
Oh yeah.
And that was him
fire.
the whole
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
And then like there was some other
and I knew
ones.
Margaritaville. It's and
Landshark
was his beer.
Landshark.
I didn't know that.
He started
I love
Landshark.
Yeah.
He started Landshark restaurants on the coast. Then they started making beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like his businesses were
great
global,
businessman.
Global.
That's crazy.
And he sat at the beach and just enjoyed it
It's 5
the
o'clock
whole
somewhere.
time, man. You know,
just did him.
Hey, you know what?
wasting away.
It's 5 o'clock up there right now, buddy. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Jimmy
rest in
Buffett,
peace, Jimmy
man. That was
Buffett.
good.
I think that he's another one of those examples of where he did so much while he was here. He fulfilled his purpose, and he's in a better place now.
I don't know how he died.
I think. How old was Jimmy Buffett?
I don't know. We can look it up.
70s.
We can check it out.
I think.
Yeah, he was 70.
Early 70s.
74,
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't.
76.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I want to say cancer.
Yeah.
I know his family put out a thing that said he died peacefully
76
around
years
family
on
and
Earth.
friends.
Yeah, been fighting Merkel cell skin cancer
Yeah,
for
skin
4
cancer.
years.
Probably from sitting out in the sun so long.
Yeah, sunscreen wasn't that big in the 70s.
And he's probably been out there so long he didn't need sunscreen.
Yeah.
He just needed,
76.
Yeah.
Looked healthy for 76. I mean, look at that.
Yeah. He shout out to him and rest in peace to him as well.
I recently saw a video of a guy who went to every Margaritaville in the U.S.
I went to the one in the Bahamas one time.
Oh, I bet that was fire.
It was cool. I was like 16.
It wasn't as fire as it could have been.
Yeah, but it was cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a pool guy really either.
Nah.
So
Brenton's not really a water guy.
nah.
We need to go on
He
a
drinks
no-look
it, that's it.
passenger vacation.
I hope
Yeah.
to get to that point where like we go somewhere on some business stuff, but it's like the type of place where it's also vacation.
No, see,
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to I want to say, hey, let's go to Cancun, but then we also do business while we're there.
Yeah.
Not go somewhere on business stuff and then,
Cancun business meetings.
yeah,
I want
you
to
know what I'm
go.
saying?
I want to go somewhere just like way different. Like Cancun is kind of like, depending on where you go, it's kind of just like a tourist.
If it ain't
spot.
driving distance, boys.
Well, that's how I've always been. I've
we need to
barely
get a
ever
bus.
been out of the country.
You better buy a bus, a tour bus. Wrap that motherfucker.
What's the furthest? You've never been out of the country?
Forget rapping to yours, bro. We rapping to Coleman.
What's the
Whatever
furthest
the campus is called.
y'all have traveled?
Coleman's is grills.
What's the furthest y'all have traveled?
Texas probably. Like in the States.
Mm,
Bahamas internationally, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Texas in the
I've
States.
never been on a cruise, so my furthest is like the Florida
Cruises
Keys.
don't get me. They're not that fun.
Texas was cool. San Antonio was sweet. That's where I went.
Yeah.
It was sweet. The food was crazy. There was this.
I'm getting to the point where I want to travel a little bit more.
We should go. We should do some pods in Texas.
Yeah. Especially if we have to like fly out, like if there's a guest. It's
Yeah.
like, I would love to do this, but you guys have to come to me. We packing up, boys. We packing up the microphones, the cables,
Yeah.
everything.
Facts. Running up the credit cards,
Couple of them.
all of them. That's the point I want to get to, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what's
Yeah.
up, boys?
I want to
What
go to
you got?
Hawaii.
Oh, that's good segue.
But
good
not
segue.
right
I was
now.
about to ask. All right, Trevor.
So I saw where they're forcing their.
You got to give us the backstory. Give us the backstory. So the
there's
fires.
there's a bunch of wildfires in Hawaii right now.
Are
and
they wildfires?
The conspiracy is that obviously they started out as wildfires, but they're forcing people out of their homes and evicting them in places that aren't even affected by the fires. Like they're taking people's homes away from them for whatever reason. Like I saw a guy make a video about it. He put up an example of one of the eviction notices, and like I can't remember like the reason they wrote down, but it was really messed up, and it's like really sad. Really sad. Like why are
That's
they doing
crazy,
it? Like what? I want to know why they're doing it actually. Like, there's the conspiracies behind it, but it's also just really messed
What's
up.
Hawaii ever done to anybody, man? Except be beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm looking
And
right
give
now.
us The Rock
And Twitter is
and Roman Reigns.
Twitter is
let
hot.
this man cook right now. I want to hear
Twitter
it.
is hot right now talking about the wildfires.
What do we got?
So like they're just people like just right there at them because they ain't got nowhere to go. Like this is like a
her
group of
face is
people.
burnt.
Yeah.
It's like ash.
Like at the fires because there's nowhere to go. And then there's also up here.
Bro, it's so
Somebody was
sad.
talking about Google Maps has been updating like a lot on Hawaii because like the Maui fires, like they're updating them as the fires spread. And like Trevor was saying is like people are getting kicked out of certain areas, but like Google Maps, the
My
areas
question
are
is,
still
how are
there.
you, like, how are they on an island and like they can't? Why aren't they? Why is?
Why aren't they using the, are you about to say why aren't they using the fucking water to put the fires out?
Yeah. Yeah, that's ultimately what I was getting to.
No,
Like,
that's
how does
crazy.
it? What's
Well,
going
you know-
on so bad that they can't put the fires out?
I think
is
the
my
crazy
question.
thing is, it can't
Like,
spread
genuinely.
further than Hawaii.
See,
It's
that's
like,
grim.
It can't.
No, but honestly, like
can't.
that's what the water's doing. I don't think they could just like plug up the water, the ocean, and be like, psh, put the fire
I just
out.
like, is it the wind that causes it not to
Yeah.
get put out, or is it
Yeah.
the?
Because like if the fire is here, the base of the fire is here, but the wind is constantly blowing this way.
Yeah.
Like even if they put out the base of the fire is moved over here because of the wind, and that's when fires are bad. Like
don't
in
they just
California.
Spray both sides.
Good point. But
Yeah,
in
it's
California,
just-
remember the wildfires in California a couple of
Yeah,
years
yeah,
back
yeah.
were like fucking crazy.
You remember the one on the mountain?
Yeah.
the one on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
minute ago.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, same thing. That wasn't a wildfire. I think it
I think that was some kids like.
accidental stuff, but I mean, I guess.
But it turns into a wildfire.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
how a lot
I
of them
guess it is
start.
hard to put out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Like,
remember whenever
fire's
this
a
happened
crazy
to
way.
Australia, they had some
Australia.
really bad wildfires.
Have you guys
Then
ever seen
I guess
a
you got
fire?
the Canada ones going on now too. See, the
Yeah.
Earth is.
I know, man. How
Never
do
mind.
you?
Here we
What
go.
was
Here
you
we
about to
go.
say?
Have you guys ever seen a fire in like a cornfield?
No.
No.
So like, they catch on fire real fast, right?
Does
But
it
you
all
can-
turn into popcorn?
Yes. No, but they take their tractors
Question.
and they like cut out the area that they're okay with getting burnt because once they
You can't
cut
put
it
out.
down,
Once it reaches what? Yeah.
once it reaches where the tractor already went, it like
can't-
stops. So it's really cool. I saw this one video of this guy. It was like saving his property. He was like in his tractor, like hauling ass right beside the fire to like make a circle around it to where it can't.
I know
keep
there's a
going.
thing too where you get paid for destroyed crops like that.
I'm sure.
Like
Yeah. Don't they have all sorts of like farmers insurance?
something like that.
I don't
Yeah.
know what it's called.
Me
I could be
neither.
wrong, but
It's
you
called
know,
Farmers Only Insurance.
those
Shout out to farmers only. Me and Trevor was watching. We got on a wormhole the other day watching old commercials,
Oh, that's fire.
and like it was like just a bunch of them. You remember it was all the singing ones. That was like
remember the one on
Can't
MTV
remember.
about like the online college?
FREE. That
yeah,
spells free.
yeah, that one. That,
Creditreport.com, baby.
that's
Yeah,
the
like
one.
one
That's
like
the
that.
one. Yeah.
And then
All
there was like
those.
the one where
We spent like an hour on it.
it was like the girl.
crazy.
She was like a waitress. and
That's
she was
the
talking
exact
about-
one that I was
Yeah,
thinking
okay,
of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never mind. We watched them shits for like an hour.
There was one that was really good too. It was like a landline
My
phone.
favorite was always the J.G. Wentworth.
Oh, of course.
877
I like
Of
the
course.
call Joe Bieber.
That was a good one.
We were actually watching them. I feel like they inspire me in a way to like creatively. If I was to make something, I feel like I want to purposely make things that are corny like that
Mhm.
to be kind of comedic.
You know, it's a really good one, but it's also local. Hip has got the rock and stock. Hip Stone.
I ain't never heard that.
Bro,
one.
I remember growing up, that one was on like the news. Like every other commercial was a Hip Stone. It's like a rock
see that
yard
one.
or something.
One that used to blow my mind was like the 8577 cars for kids.
I ain't never
I
heard
ain't
of
never
that.
seen that one.
I'm like, why do the kids need cars? But it's like people are donating like old junk cars in order to return money for kids.
Okay.
And like I used to hear it all the time.
I don't remember that one either.
I don't even know if that was the right numbers, but like it was something like that. Yeah.
Cars for Kids.
JG Wentworth got to be the best one. That was the one.
Joe Bieber though, that one hit.
That one slept.
I like that one that keeps going around. That it's always somebody reacting to it. It's this old man who's like, if you think cops are bad just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
Those old infomercials were good too.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Like the what was the
Flex Seal. Oh, no. What was that one guy?
It was the old one.
He
Nah,
died.
you remember waking up in the middle of the night and like just confused as piss. You know, you fell asleep at like 6 o'clock after school,
And it was like,
and it was the like the CD collections.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
like Garth Brooks' greatest hits,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
And it
bro,
was
what,
like,
what about
Wake
the
me
old?
up.
What about?
Wake me up.
yeah.
Remember the old Kids Bop ones?
Yeah, the Kids Bops, and then now that's what I call music.
Yeah,
Legendary hits.
But then everything else was like a spin-off of that one. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
30 best rock hits of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
What was the one country singer? I think it was Willie Nelson.
Dude, there was one now that's what I call music that I had as a child that I listened to all the time. It had Sugar on it. Sugar, how you get so fly?
Yeah.
And it had all kinds of stuff on it, bro.
Those were smart.
Had like Boys of Summer. You could put Shuffle on and hit like get Sierra and then get like Pink. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was wild.
I wonder how those worked. Did they buy all the copyright?
I don't
think
know,
they
but
got-
imagine
the
getting
artists got
placed
paid.
on that like
Yeah.
back in the day and getting that
Probably
album.
a big
So, like,
bag.
maybe, I don't know. We should look that up. That's a.
What about Kids Bop? Because
Do
it's
they
the
still
same
make
vibe.
them?
I think they still make Kids Bop.
Do they still make? Now that's what I call music.
There's no way.
They can't because they don't sell them, right?
Bro, I remember we were probably in like the 20s. Like now that's what we call music number 20 when we were growing up.
Yeah.
But they would be in like the 70s by now. Because how often did they come out? Like quarterly?
Maybe.
Once a year?
I mean, I know they got into like all kinds of stuff. Like now that's what I call dance hall.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like you could just they spun so many off.
I don't think they ever got to now that's what I call trap.
No,
just think they
no,
never
no,
got
no,
there.
no.
Yeah, you got some little white kid making like a remix to. You got like a little white kid making the remixes to the songs, and you just got Dirty Sprite 2.
Yeah.
How would you even make a remix to I just fucked your bitch in
You
some
can't.
Gucci
You
flip
can't.
flops. I just fucked your
You
bitch
just let the beat play for like a minute.
in some Crocs.
Yeah.
I just took your girlfriend in some Crocs. You know what I'm saying? Some
That's
stupid
funny.
shit like that.
Shout out to Now, dude.
I think we should have a whole episode talking about nostalgia because I don't know if y'all get on those TikToks where
I
it plays
do.
like the same sound and you got to like scroll the pictures.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like early 2000s lunchroom vibe.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
like a somber song.
Bro, I'd pay damn $20 for a plate of damn lunchroom pizza and some of them fries, boy. I swear.
I
Dude,
would
the
legit
fries?
play.
I swear I would. Before like my last year of school was like right before they changed it.
They
Michelle
changed it for me
Obama.
two years and it was awful.
Like
We
it
had
was,
good lunches before.
dude,
that.
our lunchroom was fire. And
My
I was
lunch-
good with the lunch ladies too. So like,
get free stuff.
you know, when I didn't have money, I would get the free stuff and then I would go get the cookies. You know, remember the cookies
I remember when
that were never baked all the way.
No,
It was
they were
just
so-
it was just so
If you went to East, bro, those cookies.
Tell them where we live.
I
give
said
them our
East,
address.
bro. What are you talking
Anyway,
about?
bro, I'm
I
telling
remember
you.
whenever it changed from them
That's
good
cool.
fries to them old soggy sweet potato fries.
Listen, man, that square piece of pizza. Ooh wee.
We had the pizza.
No, at the
Yeah,
school
yeah.
you're talking about, the one that was just like all cheese, bro.
It was all cheese. There was no dough.
Dude, they would serve us breadsticks. Like you could just get like cheesy breadsticks
Yeah.
You
for
could just
lunch.
get nachos.
Yeah, bro. Like there was no.
With like
Yeah.
unlimited toppings. I
It was
don't get
crazy,
it.
bro.
Yeah,
No
I
wonder
miss
I'm
that.
overweight now.
Dude,
That's what I grew up on. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you, that school food used to hit different.
It did.
I used to double back. I used to go to first lunch and third lunch.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I used to double down.
Yeah.
What? It was lit. Lunch ladies love me too, bro. They would give me free plates all the time.
I used to be spending a bag on them.
Free Gatorades because you
There's
had
no
to spend.
telling how much money I would pay right now to just go into the high school and use one of those chairs to pop my bag.
I used to tell them I was lactose intolerant because I ain't like milk, so I could get the Gatorade and like the water, the
That's
Aquafina.
fire. That's fire.
And they would give it to me.
Bro,
When
remember
I was
they
in-
had sweet tea?
I'd be like, I'm
don't
lactose
remember
intolerant,
that.
but throw me some extra
I'm
mac
telling you,
and
you might be
cheese
too
on there.
young. It might have been gone like the year you got there.
Nah, yeah, they would give you a white cup. They would
Yeah.
give you a white cup, and you could get
No,
water.
it was there the first year I was there.
You could get
It was
water,
there the
some
first year.
lemonade, some sweet tea.
Yeah, but it cost like $2 or something crazy.
Not if you, not
not
me,
for you.
not me.
When I was in elementary school, we had this man named Mr. Medford. He wasn't a teacher. He didn't work at the school or anything, but he came in like every Wednesday and cooked biscuit and gravy for all the kids.
Hell yeah.
And like the pans that it was in, he would use food coloring. So like 4th of July, he would make a pan of biscuit and gravy with the American flag in it.
Oh, hell
Lucky
no.
like Leprechaun Day
Yeah, yeah,
or what's
yeah.
St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
It would be like a
Green.
big. It would be a green with like a big 4-leaf
Dr.
clover in
Seuss
it.
Day, they
Yeah.
had the green eggs and ham.
Oh,
I do
bro, like
remember
we
that,
literally
yeah.
had like
I
it was
didn't eat it
called
'cause that was
Mr. Medford's Gravy Day or something. Which
Ooh.
looking back on it, like
Wait
it
a
sounds
second.
terrible, but dude, it smacked.
Hey, that was fire. We didn't.
And like
we
our
didn't
parents
get
would
nothing
come
like
in
that.
because it was so good. Like they would come in and eat breakfast in the cafeteria on those days. Like
That's
it was
kinda
crazy.
fire.
Also thinking back, bro, like thinking back now, like that shit would never work at an elementary school today.
Oh, bro, nah.
And like it makes me feel old when I say like back in my day, but nah, it really was different. Like we used to just have people like in the school, like parents and randoms.
Yeah,
and
you gotta
like,
think. Like we experienced some crazy time. Like it's so much different now. Like
I wouldn't even know because I'm not there.
I think what's crazy.
Well, I got a little brother, so like even
Yeah.
just
Bro.
between like me and him, it was crazy. And then your little brother's even younger, so like imagine what he's gonna go through in high school.
You know, he's so young that it's like it's gonna be crazy.
It's pretty nuts. It's just wild to think about, like the time difference between like it's such a short period of time. That's like relatively 10 years is not that long in like the
Yeah,
grand scheme of the
yeah.
world, but
But when it comes to how different the school is gonna be,
just America in general, we're like
yeah,
where we are at 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy to think about.
that's
Yeah.
true.
But shit, boys, I'm hungry. It's
Yeah,
about
me too.
lunchtime. You know the time's probably gonna hit the Eddie's Pizza.
That sounds good to me.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Eddie's Pizza.
Shout out Eddie's Pizza.
Shout out. I'll get my shout outs in a second. I'm gonna get the beat loaded up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Yeah, Eddie's Pizza is becoming like a Sunday tradition for us after the pod.
True,
I love it. Shout out Eddie's Pizza. And also shout out the Mud Brothers.
of course.
Shout out to Daytona Beats. Shout out Party Mike.
And if you're still listening at this point, man, I just want to say I appreciate you. We love you. Thank you.
Yo,
Yeah. Shout out Daytona Beach. Shout out Eddie's Pizza. Shout out No Look Passengers. Shout out F Eddie Trevor. Instagram, follow him. Cameron Pergo 5 on Instagram. Follow that boy. Camper K on Twitch.
Yup.
Today, well, not today. What's your schedule like on Twitch? Every what? You gotta
We'll
make
figure it out.
something.
We'll figure it out.
Whatever. Hit that on Twitch. No Look Passengers everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? The boys is out.
been good with you.
Thank you.